Welcome to the Forgotten Files. Tonight, we step into the mind of Jhon Gacy, a man who hid monstrous secrets beneath a friendly smile. This isn't just a story, it's a glimpse into pure darkness. Let's begin.
People. They think they know what monsters look like. They picture fangs, claws, someone who looks the part. But me? I was John Wayne Gacy the clown, the neighbor, the local contractor. Nobody thought twice about me. I could make people laugh, put them at ease. Hell, I even threw block parties. But what people didn't see was that I had another side. A darker one, just waiting under the surface. And every once in a while, that side came out to play. I didn't start out a killer. No one does, really. It took time, like an itch that you can't scratch, building until it's too strong to ignore. But once you cross that line, there's no going back. It's not just the thrill of it, though there's something to that. It's about control. Holding someone's life in your hands, seeing the fear in their eyes when they realize there's no way out. They're mine from the second they walk through that door. I had a system. A routine, you could call it. The way I'd bring them in, make them feel safe. Some of them were down on their luck, looking for work. Others, just curious. I'd pour them a drink, put on some music. Hell, sometimes I'd tell a joke or two, make them laugh. People love to trust a guy with a good sense of humor. And that's all it took, just enough to get them to lower their guard. One night, this girl named Lisa came by. Young, innocent, maybe a little lost. Perfect. She was nervous, but I knew just how to put her at ease. I'd even laid out a pair of handcuffs on the table, like a little show and tell prop for the evening. You ever see a magic trick up close? I asked her. No, she said, laughing, maybe a little curious. It's easy, I told her with a smile that hid everything but promised nothing. Just a bit of fun. Try them on. Her laugh faltered, just a nervous giggle, but she held her wrists out. She thought it was a joke. They always did. Until they heard that last click of the cuffs locking tight. And that's when the real show began. Wait. What's going on? She stammered, panic starting to creep in. Oh, Lisa, what's the rush? I whispered. We're just getting started. She struggled, pulling at the cuffs, her breathing faster, her face showing real fear now. I leaned in close, watching her every reaction, enjoying every second of her terror. She screamed, begged, but I had my ways to shut that down. And once the screaming stopped, well, it was just me and her in the silence. The crawl space under my house became my little kingdom, my trophy room. I didn't bother with names or faces after a while. They were just bodies, part of my collection. You'd think I'd remember each one. But honestly, they all blurred together eventually. Just faces, empty, lifeless. Stacked beneath my house like part of the foundation. That crawl space was my sanctuary. My secret. I knew every inch of it, every body buried there. And I'd walk over that ground every day, feeling them under my feet. I was untouchable, a man living with his trophies just below. But that's the thing about secrets. They don't stay buried forever. They caught me in the end, of course. Police came knocking, questions, suspicions. And eventually, they found them. Found me. The media had a field day. The killer clown, they called me like I was some kind of freak show. They had no idea. They didn't understand. It wasn't about the makeup, the costumes. It was about power. Control. They tried to make me a monster in the papers. talked about my childhood, the abuse, the anger. Like that explained everything. They wanted to pin it all on that, make it easy to digest. But the truth, I did it because I wanted to. Because I liked it. They sentenced me to death, threw me in a cell, and let me rot for years. And every day I sat there, knowing those fools didn't understand a thing. They wanted answers, closure. And I gave them nothing. They didn't deserve it. Went out on my terms, with my secrets intact. And even in death, I knew I'd leave something behind. They'd remember me. They'd remember my name. And that crawl space. It's still there, my little kingdom. People go down there now, trying to understand, trying to see what I saw. But they never will. Because there's no way to understand. Not really. Not unless you've been there yourself. They finally put me down in '94. Lethal injection. They tried to make a spectacle of it, but to me, it was just another end. No fear. No remorse. Just one last moment of power. Even if they'll never understand, after my death, they couldn't let it go. Conspiracies, rumors that maybe I wasn't working alone. Some say the cops should have caught me sooner, that people knew but looked the other way. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I was the one with the power, the one who left the mark. And no matter what they say, they'll never forget me.
Some stories are meant to be forgotten, but some refuse to stay buried. Subscribe for more tales from the shadows. Remember to like, share, and hit the bell icon so you never miss what's lurking in the forgotten files.